For the past couple weeks, there was a lot of suspense about where pieces of a dead satellite would land. And since it plunged to Earth over the weekend, there have been reports of debris from Hawaii to Texas. Now, a Carlsbad man and his neighbors wonder if some of that debris landed in his yard. News 13's Gabrielle Burkhart has the story.
Anthony Granger woke up to what he thought was a bomb going off at his neighbor's house Friday morning.
Nothing was broken, no windows were broken, nothing looked out of place. So then I started scanning the ground because I heard a rolling, and that's when I found the bearing looking piece.
The foreign object found on the ground in front of the house has neighbors talking. Others found similar objects. They say all had one thing in common: heat.
Have you ever touched an engine that's been running? Have you ever stuck your hand into an engine of a car? Well, it was a lot hotter than that.
Granger found a second piece near the street, covered in black soot, similar to the first one.
They were talking all this hype about the satellite falling. Okay, well, so maybe it's a piece of the satellite.
Most of the bus-sized satellite burned upon re-entry, but NASA scientists believe more than 1,000 pounds of debris survived and plunged into the Pacific. But if estimates were off, fiery pieces could have hit North America. I'm standing on top of the tin roof right now, and as you can see, my weight doesn't make much of a dent up here. But the owner of the house was able to find 2 gaping holes in the roof from something that fell out of the sky.
Who's to say what it really is? You know, if it came out of the atmosphere, it had to have come from the sky somewhere for it to dent the roof and put a hole in it.
Police have the first 2 objects Granger found. The third one was found burnt into the plywood in the roof. Talk of the satellite debris possibly changing directions has Granger wondering.
Well, I had no idea that it wasn't even supposed to hit the northern United States. And that's when I realized that maybe it was a piece of a satellite. I don't know. I touched it, so I'm not real sure what to think.
For now, neighbors are waiting for answers. In Carlsbad, Gabrielle Burkhart, KRQE News 13.
The Carlsbad Police Department says it did file a report with a description of the objects to NASA, but we are told it could take up to 2 weeks to even hear back. One thing working against Granger's theory, the satellite re-entered the atmosphere Friday night at 10:15 our time. That's the estimated time. The debris rained down into the Pacific early Saturday morning.